I never want to settle. If I'm not gonna be number one, I'm at least among them. Like I don't give a fuck where I'm at. I could be in top of the area. I want to be on top of the whole region. If I'm top of the region, I want to be on top of the East Coast. If I'm on top of the East Coast, I want to be top of the country.
Yeah. Also, sure, I just want to put in a simple plug for y'all.
Man, shout out to That's a Plug. Make sure y'all tune in, subscribe, and catch the wave while you can.
What's good? It's Real with That's a Plug, and I'm here live with
Living Good Living, CEO of the DMV Daily and Hip Hop on the Wire.
What it do, man?
What's good, bro?
Appreciate you for coming out.
Anytime.
For everybody that does not know what's going on with you and all you got going on, tell them, man, what's going on with you.
Well, basically, the DMV Daily is a multimedia company in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. We do cover Baltimore events too, because I got to show them some of,
Right.
I like covering out of state events too, because I got to bring the DMV to that area too. And the Hip Hop on the Wire is like the universal music blog. We just put music from everywhere. It's under the Daily Entertainment Live LLC, which is the ultimate, it's the ultimate creative brand. My business partner, Tay, does a lot of parties under that. It's the whole e-board just does a lot of shit under it, so, it's lit.
What was the inspiration for? Where did it start?
Well, the inspiration for the DMV Daily, personally, was we always wanted a New York Times, Chicago Tribune, LA Times, just type of shit.
Right.
In this area, it needs that type of shit. And I was like, we could do this. So, say in my phone, we just get on it. Aaron, who's known as Black, we just get on this shit, and it is what it is today. And we're still growing. I still want to grow it. I want to reach the level of the Chicago Tribune or the New York Times.
When did you start it exactly?
The website been going on strong for 2 years. Social media platform been on for 3.5 years.
Okay. What's more important to you, the website or social media in terms of your brand?
The website. Absolutely.
Why you say that?
Because what if the social media accounts get deleted? The website's always going to be there. It's on Google now. Verified, so easily searchable. We get money per clicks. All content goes on the website. It's also a resume. Say if I wanted to, go out of state and just randomly apply for Complex. I'm like, bitch, I got my own website.
Right.
Anyone can buy a following on social media. Anyone can buy comments. I see that shit on people's Instagrams. They buy fake comments and likes and followers. Anyone can do that shit. Not everyone can actually take a website and market it, because people don't like even clicking the second link. It's just all how you market it. I'm glad the way we're going.
Gotcha. So with your reach, you would say it was organic. You gained all your followers honestly, straight from the content. You didn't have to go pay nobody. You wasn't with all that little fake shit, right?
Personally, I'm not.
I got you. So I guess, so for people that do that, how you feel? You think that's a cheap way out just to gain notoriety? How you feel about it?
Well, I look at it this way: as long as they know how to monetize off that shit, you can just buy that shit just to have it. Ultimate just corny. I hate those type of people. I got a lot of followers. How do you monetize off of that shit?
Exactly. All the followers don't matter if you're not making no money off the shit, or at least have a purpose behind it, other than just having the numbers.
Yeah.
I can dig it. So when it comes to DMV Daily, what's the hardest thing you say you have to do in the course of your day? Regular duties that you do every day, the DMV Daily and all the other brands rolled into it. What's the most difficult part of your day?
Honestly, just researching stories and putting out content no one else has on their website. Always looking at ways we can improve the website, such as, let's get a new embedded feature that no one else has, or just making sure that we stay original. Originality is hard to come around these days, and I'm really big on that. And, that's how any brand really gets on to sell themselves, such as Tesla and keyless cars, and how Elon Musk set that up, or even how let me see. Speaking of one of my inspirations, Dave Chappelle, and his comedy is more like you gotta think about the joke, but it's still funny as shit. That's how you sell, being original. So that's the biggest challenge, really.
I got you. How do you gain your content? How do you get the bulk of your content?
I just research.
Research.
I went to school for journalism. I go to school now for public relations. So
was that Eastern Shore?
Eastern Shore.
University of Maryland, Eastern Shore.
December 2016, I'm a graduate, and I go to Bowie State now for Common Public Relations Masters. So research is my thing.
Yeah.
I like scouting out, next big thing and how I can elevate myself and the brands.
I got you. What did you want to do when you was younger?
Me? Media.
Media?
I always
wanted to do it the whole time?
Hell yes. When I was a kid, I used to watch a lot of Nick at Night, Kid and Kel, the Amanda Bynes Show, The Natty, a lot of Tupac movies such as Belly. I was like, this shit is dope. A lot of old school like music videos such as Big Daddy Kane. My uncle used to play that shit. A lot of, Kurt Cobain, Nirvana. That shit really inspired me. And even growing up, such as I would just watch cartoons. Like, how did they write that shit? Like when I was watching SpongeBob, this shit got more meaning than just a cartoon.
Yeah.
Or Dragon Ball Z and shit. Now, how did that shit drew me in? Even when I went to the movies and saw Will Smith in like almost every movie, I always wondered, how did he get that?
Right.
And that really inspired me. Or Stan Lee, rest in peace to him. He just passed away today. I watched a lot of like Marvel movies growing up. I was like, damn, this shit cool. And
definitely.
Yeah, a couple of interviewers, Nardwar, Pat is Dope, the Media Fritz, Charlemagne, just inspired me.
Gotcha. What's the end game for your brand? Like, what do you think, like, your plateau of where you want to take it? What is that?
I want to be one of the greatest of all time, if not the greatest. Well, me personally, at least. Brand too. I never want to settle. If I'm not going to be number one, I'm at least among them, Like, I don't give a fuck where I'm at. I could be in top of the area. I want to be on top of, the whole region. If I'm top of the region, I want to be on top of the East Coast. If I'm on top of the East Coast, I want to be top of the country.
Yeah, you want to be on top. Like,
that's just me. And I'm competitive, even though I'm home. I like.
Would you say that came from sports, when you played sports?
Yeah, that's even more than that. Like, it's my background too. I'm trying to retire my dad. I'm trying to, build a legacy for my kids. I don't want to tell my future kids, like, look, I just stopped because I was in the top of that region. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Go hard or go home, all or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. When it comes to your team,
Yeah.
you got a team, right?
Got a
It's
team.
not just you. It's not a one-man show no more.
That's why I always say we. I always say we. There's one, every good brand or great brand, legendary brand has a team. It's such, even like just a music artist. The music artist got a stylist.
Yeah.
They got interns. They got a videographer.
People don't see.
Yeah.
That's behind the scenes make it happen.
Yeah. No, and I have behind the scenes skills too. So that's why I love behind the scenes people.
Right.
So, how'd you find these people, or did they kind of find you?
It's God has a way of just putting people in your life. So it just everything happens for a reason. We just find each other, Yeah.
Okay. What's the process in, I guess, hiring for the DMV Daily? I know you guys are hiring now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, shout out to Molly for making a Google document. She's the chief operations. She be on my ass 24/7. She be on.
To be pressing you up?
She be on Terry's ass too. Yeah, but in a good way. Like just to elevate ourselves. She made a Google document, so if anyone wants to fill out for a position, it'll state if it's a commission or a salary, what's the purpose of the position. You put that information there.
That's a plug.
Yeah, you put your email there, so we start the paper trail. And if she likes you, she'll put you in for an interview. And if you're hired, she'll send you the contract. And
I think I saw it. Is it, are the positions commission based?
Some of them are.
Some of them are?
Yeah.
Okay. Which positions are commission based? Break that down.
I remember.
You don't know? That's why you got the background guys.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Do you find that commission based is better than the hourly pay?
Honestly, now that I'm older, yes. When I was 18 coming out of high school, like, this shit sucks.
Yeah, commission you talking about?
Yeah, my first job, I used to sell for Verizon door to door, and that shit was commission.
That shit suck.
My ass
Whole
is
bunch of no's.
Hello, this is John from Verizon. And we're selling cable.
I mean, how many times you get the door slammed in your face doing this shit?
Actually, not a lot.
For real?
Not a lot.
You was in a good area then, huh?
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
Some parts were like in West Baltimore, downtown Philly.
Thugging it out. Passion. You think you put a lot of passion into what you do?
But 110%.
110. You're not 105.
110.
Straight 110%. What keeps you going those rough days where you feel like
I said, I'm trying to retire my dad. I'm trying to, build a legacy for my future kids. I'm trying to, be there for my little brother. I'm trying to be there for everyone who believes in me.
Mhm.
If I give up, then I'm giving up on not just myself, but my team too. That's just not good. I would give up on you and, everybody who believed me or gave me a chance.
Right.
Even when shit's rough, even when everybody doubts you, even when, shit hits the fan, because that happens to everybody. All you gotta do is just thug it out. Don't show this shit and just keep it going.
Mhm.
And in one thing I will say, if you're suffering from mental health issues such as you're overstressed, that's normal. Seek counseling or talk to somebody.
Right.
Because a lot of people want to thug it out, but they don't do it smart. They don't realize that we all have our issues.
Mhm.
Some people got anxiety. Some people are just very intense to the point where they burn themselves out. Like, if you're gonna really thug it out, just be smart about it,
Mhm.
Yeah.
When I met you at the Black Alumni Ball, the first time when I met you,
Yeah.
we had a conversation about like a rough patch you went through.
Yeah.
You care to share about that? Tell us what happened there, how you got up out of it.
Talking about just before okay. Well, growing up, came from not the richest household. Okay, I'm originally from Chicago. Moved to Maryland when I was 7, and I wasn't the richest kid. We moved to a nice suburbs, but imagine being like the poor kid among a whole bunch of rich kids.
That shit probably felt terrible.
Hell yeah.
I would not know how that felt. Like, we was all broken.
Yeah.
We was all broken.
But it taught me how to relate to every type of person,
Yeah.
Like, it was a beautiful thing. I got in little fights. My mom beat my ass 3 times a week.
I bet.
But it was good though. Even a more recent rough patch. Freshman year, I got kicked out of school, or not kicked out, almost got kicked out because I got caught doing drugs. I'm not gonna elaborate into drugs, but I had to get reinstated. I was forced to join programs such as Better Distinction, where it was like a men's empowerment group. I even had to join the modeling team. That shit taught me how to get along with people. And what it taught me too was perseverance. I believe God put obstacles in your life to overcome because it makes you tougher, it prepares you for that next step. Such as, I want to be one of the greatest people in media ever to do this shit. There's gonna be way more obstacles than that.
Right.
Like, I could imagine going to LA and 5 people just meeting me like that, and they tell me I ain't gonna be shit.
Right.
That just prepares me for that. And one thing that really inspired me was the Rock story. When he got cut off the Lee's Canadian Football League, he said he had I think it was $3 in his pocket. He said his back felt like it was against the wall. So he went to wrestling because he had that lineage and now where the Rock is at right now.
Yeah, he killing it.
Rich, that's just an example. The bigger the obstacle, the bigger the outcome. You just
push through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No question. What would you say to the next you?
To the next me,
Yeah.
or my son? Just be yourself, no matter what. A lot of people told me growing up, oh, you're different, you're weird, you just stand a third. Yeah, there's only one D. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, there was only one of Will Smiths. There was only one of Elon Musk. There's only one of Michael Jordan's or one LeBron James. There was one Peyton Manning. There was one Drew Brees. There was just one of every person that made it. So I would just tell my son, just be himself. Love yourself. And, love everything you have in your life because someone always has the worst.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Shout out all your social media right fast so everybody know where to find you.
Okay, my personal social media is Living Good Living, LIVENGOOD LIVIN, and all my businesses are in my bios, so I don't gotta waste time saying that.
Yeah. My man.
Yeah.
Check him out. You heard what he said, man. Love yourself.
Love yours.
Be yourself.
Like J. Cole.
Like J. Cole said. Like my man John said. That's a plug.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, bro.
Anytime.
Tell him who you was rocking with one time. Tell him who you rocking with.
Rock with who? Oh, that's a plug media. This motherfucking plug.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
Tune in if that's a plug.
Also, it's short. I just want to put in a simple plug for y'all.
Man, shout out to That's a Plug. Make sure y'all tune in, subscribe, and catch the wave while you can.